Hi, and thanks for logging on to the daily DVAR halacha. And here's a brand new halacha for you, and it's for Wednesday, 23rd day of July. Here we go. If you finish something big, like a tractate of Talmud, a Masechta of Gemara, and you finish it during the 9 days, then you are eligible to make a Sudas Mitzvah, a special meal, including meat. And you can have a meat meal as the siyum. You, the Messiah, the person who's finishing, are of course allowed to eat meat at this meal, and the siyum minyan, the 10 men that you're inviting, are also allowed to eat meat, and if you invite a lot of friends, they are also allowed to eat meat at this siyum. It is a big sudas mitzvah, and for this occasion, all the people there are allowed to eat meat. However, you're not allowed to contrive this. What would that mean? Like, let's say you really naturally finished this Masechta pretty much 6 months ago. You saved the last 5 words and said, I'll read them at a siyum during the 9 days so we could, eat meat. That wouldn't be appropriate. Also, if you contrived it the other way, like you were nowhere near finishing that Masechta, and you just crazy rushed and jammed in the whole last 3/4 of the Masechta by reading it crazy quick and barely understanding it and, all the bad stuff, and then finished it during the 9 days and said, yay, we're making a siyum, that wouldn't be appropriate either. It would have to be something that naturally kind of landed in and around the 9 days, and then you can make the siyum during the 9 days. What qualifies as an amount of learning that is a siyum amount? It would either be a Masechta of Gemara, that's a tractate of Talmud, like, for example, the whole Masechta of Makos, even though it's not so long. Or a Seder of Mishnayos, that's a whole order of Mishnah, so that would be like all of the Mishnah of Nashim. That's a big accomplishment. Or it could also be a book of the Tanakh, but if you're making it a sefer of the Tanakh, then it would have to be with one of the commentaries. Not just a light learning of, I read through Breishis, but I did all of Breishis with all of the Rashis. That could be considered a siyum also. All other learnings that are smaller than that don't qualify for a siyum. If you have a special situation that it was very difficult for you and, to speak to a rabbi, but those are the standard amounts that we call a siyum amount. What about doing this in the Shvuah Shechal Bo Tisha B'Av, in the week in which Tisha B'Av falls, which this year that would mean Sunday, all day Sunday, and maybe even on Monday, maybe, you would want to try and squeeze in a siyum. So the closer you get to Tisha B'Av, the more we are hesitant to allow it. You certainly are allowed to make one in the Shvuah Shechal Bo Tisha B'Av, the week in which Tisha B'Av falls, but then you just shouldn't necessarily invite all these extraneous friends that didn't necessarily naturally fit there. Although I did see in Rav Shimon Eider's book, he quotes in the name of Rav Moshe Feinstein Zatzal. He said he heard him orally say that if you're at a camp and one of the rabbis of the summer camp makes a siyum even during that final week, if he's making a siyum, then the whole camp naturally belongs with him, and they would be included in his siyum, and they could all eat meat. Thanks for logging on. Log on again tomorrow for more. Bye-bye.